What store would you live in? Like if you had to live in a store. What store would you live in?
A grocery store?
But what are you going to do for entertainment? I thought about that. I thought about grocery store. I think that's the default answer. I don't feel like mall should count because that's cheating. I would live in a Walmart. Food, entertainment, social aspect. Like you're going to see some stuff. So I would live in a Walmart. Or if you wanted to class it up and you had one of those nicer Targets, then I would live in the Target. But a Target or a Walmart is where I would live at.
I think I'm going to go Costco based upon food alone.
But, like, you'd be wasting so much stuff. Like, I feel like they would find out pretty quickly because they'd be like, why are all these, like, why is there a half an ounce gone from this 4 rung of ketchup thing? Like, you would leave too much evidence around. I think you could probably live in a Walmart a lot longer than you could live in a Costco.
I mean, if I could go to any store of all time, it would be the Kmarts from the 90s when they had Little Caesars in them. Imagine that.
I don't remember that. You must have lived in a more, I'm not going to say nicer, I'm going to say more unique place.
Yeah.
What a matchup of just crap. Like Kmart and Little Caesars, like the bottom of the barrel on both accounts.
First off,
right?
Little Caesars is not bottom barrel. You're nuts.
What's lower in terms of pizza than Little Caesars? I'm not saying that Little Caesars isn't good pizza. I'm saying that like if the hierarchy, Little Caesars is generally cheaper than like Pizza Hut. Is there anything below Little Caesars?
I mean, off the top of my head, I'm just thinking Domino's maybe. I don't know.
I thought of Domino's as classier than Little Caesars.
See, I think you're thinking too highly of Domino's and not highly enough of Little Caesars.
There used to be a Godfather's Pizza where in Kansas where I grew up, which was by far the bottom rung of the barrel. Or there was that pizza place you could go to for like $5.99 buffet.
Yes.
Italianos or something like that. No, I don't remember what the name of it was.
The pizza buffet, looking back on it, was not a good idea.
No.
The pizza just wasn't good.
I would put pizza buffet second only to sushi buffet in terms of buffets that I generally enjoy. But that's only just because I enjoy pizza so much.
It's all cardboard. I don't know. Breakfast pizza, though. What do you think of breakfast pizza?
I'm okay with breakfast pizza. I'm not going to get it, but I'm not going to have any problems with it. Dessert pizza can, on occasion, be pretty good, but it's not like I'm not missing out.
Anyways, back to the store thing. I think it has to be a Target, a Costco. You know, I'm not going to say a Walmart. That sounds terrifying.
I'm saying the Walmart would be entertainment. You don't like my kind of entertainment, though, which is just watching disasters happen.
Yeah, nobody does. Nobody does.
I firmly believe that the worst parts of life, the bad parts of life, are what makes it memorable. If I had a choice between eating an average meal and eating a crappy meal, I would choose the crappy meal because at least that's memorable and an experience.
I mean, I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I would rather have a nice meal and a good memory than a crappy memory.
Oh, I just don't think you embrace the suck of life enough. I know you embrace the suck.
I don't understand.
But I don't think that you embrace the suck of life.
Are you
like
12?
You got to embrace it.
Are you 12?
No. What are you looking at?
Nothing. My camera's a little off center, so I'm trying to make eye contact.
You were glancing down at something. What were you looking at?
I got a text message, actually.
Who's it from?
Do you want to know what it's about? I'll tell you gladly what it's about.
Is it going to be something that I'm going to regret knowing about?
The Detroit Tigers are currently winning. Let's go.
And you have to get a text message alert? That's that big of a deal? Like, oh, wow, the Detroit Tigers aren't losing. Something in Detroit isn't falling to pieces. That's worthy of a push alert.
I will say this. about Seattle. I'm not going to bash Seattle because a friend of
You've never been
mine
here.
just
You've
went
never
there
been here.
and came
Your
back.
friend did
from
not
there
come here. He went to Forks, which is 95 miles away.
and said that there are ferries to take your vehicle from whatever to whatever, and on these ferries they had taps of beer. So,
Oh, yeah. The
Sounds
ferry
amazing.
is, to me, one of the greatest modes of transportation. If I'm going to rank my modes of transportation, number one would be my electric scooter. It's the greatest mode of transportation. It's all the speed of a car and the convenience of walking. It's fantastic. Nothing else can you go the speed of a car on the city and then just ride it right into the grocery store with only a few looks.
my nuts got cut off this week, so I am now the proud owner of a minivan. Oh, yeah.
What kind is it? What kind of? What's the name? Let me look at it. Let me look at it and see how sad your life is.
Well, it's
What's the
actually
name?
It's a nice car.
Can I try to guess? What kind you got?
Sure, there's only so many out there, so you have at least like a 1 in 6 chance of picking the right one.
Dodge Caravan.
No,
What is it?
Kia Carnival.
Yeah.
And I will say this, by the way, and this.
Oh my god!
Do you know how? So the Kias are made primarily overseas.
Kias.
I
They're not
never-
made for men. I'll tell you that.
I never thought that I would care, and I don't really care. But there is something about buying a car and they hand you like the one sheet on it, and it says like 96% of the parts made in Korea, and you're like, am I not being an American right now by not buying an American-made car? It was just
I
a
think
weird
that
feeling.
you have much bigger concerns that you've progressed to the point of where you are getting a minivan. You are now a minivan
Yes.
person. You are now the exact.
Yeah.
Wow, dude,
Yeah. Yep,
your life is
sure.
over.
Yeah, I have hit that next part of life where, like, the next part of life, I'll be dead. Like, I'll be dying.
What's the engine size?
I don't even know. I think it's a V4, V6, maybe.
Yeah, the Kia Carnival top speed is under 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's a minivan, man.
Right. But still, I will say that I got a rental car minivan one time and had a blast. But I mean, I was like 25 with a rental minivan, just driving it over curbs and
I mean,
man, how do you feel going in? You spend your hard-earned money. Probably the second biggest purchase that you would make. The second biggest purchase a person makes, your hard-earned money, and you walk out of there with a minivan. Are you going to be the one driving it?
no, I am not.
Okay. That saves you a little bit, but not much.
I was disappointed in my wife because I had worked a morning shift, and then we went to the dealership after that, and I thought we were just looking at a car. No, we weren't just looking at a car. They had it pulled up, they had it washed. Like, she had already started the process of buying the car. She just needed me to be there for my signature. So I feel a little duped there.
Did you try to put your foot down? Did you try to be like, absolutely not? Or did you just see it and accept?
No, I learned after my basement fiasco that I might as well just go with it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, but does that mean that after the basement fiasco, have you mismanaged affairs of the household and now your wife has taken them away from you and this is your punishment? Like, no. John, I told you to handle the basement and this is what you did. I can't trust you with the car. So we're getting a Kia Carnival because you would come back with a moped or a Mazda Miata. And we can't have that. I'm trying to get you as fired up as I can about it.
She thinks I'm irresponsible because when we lived in Orlando, this was before I met her, I went to an exotic car dealership and I wanted to lease a Lamborghini. And I went through all the rigmarole. I don't even know how they how we even got to the process. But then when they ran my credit and they came back, they're like, do you realize this is going to be like a $3,500 a month payment?
Did you have the money in any way? Like,
No,
how
of
did that
course not.
happen? Oh, I understand now. Yeah,
I
she
lied.
had to take it from you. Where did you think that this was going? Like, what if they came out and were like, "Here's your Lambo, sir"?
I mean,
What would you have done?
I would have driven it. For one, it's very rare to find dealerships that will lease exotic cars like that. But they were all about it. And here I was thinking maybe $600, $700, $800, which would have broke me. But who knows? I was young and dumb. Maybe I would have done it.
Man,
Not $3,000. So I didn't start the relationship off with my wife on the best foot in terms of.
No, she's made the right decisions. That's the thing for people who are not married. Like, if you are married, your wife will never forget. She will never forget a mistake that you made. Never.
I feel like men, we don't even pay attention. Like, we just let that stuff slide. But women, and I'm probably going to sound really sexist here, that's fine for this. Women never forget a damn thing.
No, they don't. Not when it involves your shortcomings. They do not. Not the same thing, but my mother, rest her soul, up until the day that she died, I lost my credit card once when I was like in college, when I was maybe 18 or 19, and I lost my credit card. And up until the time I was damn near 40, she'd be like, "Don't lose your credit card again." One fucking time I lost my credit card, and I heard about it endlessly. And then my wife said something about me losing credit cards. It spans generations. They all get together and tell each other about it. It's like, ooh, you know what? Seems like a nice guy, but he'll lose a credit card.
Or he'll buy a minivan. Don't worry.
Well, you didn't even get to buy the minivan.
I didn't. I was such a dick too. You know how they make you sign on like an auto sign thing. You don't even actually sign paper anymore. You just sign a tablet. Yeah. I just put a smiley face.
See, but then that's one of those things that comes back to you. Because now they're like, this dude got a minivan. He was pissed off about it. He still had to buy it, right? Like, you should have made him like it was your idea. So what I wanted. Hell yeah, the new Kia Carnival. This is a 2026? What year is it?
25. Yeah,
economical.
Makes no sense, but the 25s and 26s were literally the same price. I don't know how that's even possible.
What color did you get?
Black, baby. Black bat.
Okay. If you want to name your minivan, you got to do something to it that's like makes it seem cooler.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend. I have driven it probably a total of 10 minutes, and it was to pick up my father-in-law and drop him off. So,
okay, good. All right.
Let's give some shout-outs, shall we? We're going to start with Waylon Sanford.
Ooh.
Love me an old Waylon. Marlene Benitez, Kelly Villegas, Javier Brooks, Zachariah Summers, Thelma Waters, Olin the Luckiest Buckley, Byron Green, Osvaldo Kim, and Betsy Perkins. Appreciate all of you.
The Kia Carnival can go 0 to 60. That can't be right. In 10.9 seconds. And 0 to 100 miles per hour in 19 seconds. So if you need to ever escape and floor it, you will not be.
I will tell you this. That is probably accurate. That is not a misnomer.
Just imagine like punching it and not going anywhere. Punch it and you like punch it, and you just go.
I think the bigger surprise of this whole situation, and for those of you that listen to this that know what I had driven, was the fact that I got $1,000 trade-in credit for my 2013 Chevy Cruze.
Man, I mean, I guess that's 12 years old now. Do you know what's ridiculous? My old little truck. Do you remember my old little truck?
Oh, yeah. I remember your old little truck.
Chevy Colorado, before they started making them a bigger size, that thing was 15 years old, and I got $4,500 for it. Because they didn't make little... No, they didn't make little trucks. They stopped like making little trucks like that, and they were really coveted for like parts delivery. So people really wanted that specific kind of car. I got 4,500 for it 15 years after I bought it for 12 grand.
Good God. I mean,
Stick
that's yeah. Good old
that was amazing. It was a great deal.
good old black bat there. All right.
Silver bullet, silver, but
Not to get in the politics of everything, which it seems like everything nowadays is politics related. Literally everything. What do you make of the Jimmy Kimmel saga? Glad he's back. Don't care. Late night TV been dead to you for 15 years.
I don't know if I've ever actually I don't know if I've ever actually watched late night TV in probably 10 or 15 years. I don't particularly care about Jimmy Kimmel, but it's government censorship, right? Like, that's a problem. That's a big problem. And my thing with any kind of this political stuff, I feel like, is always the same. Don't be a hypocrite. If you feel like this about one side, feel like that about the other side, right? The cancel culture people weren't talking very loudly when this happened. So my thing is always like, don't be a hypocrite about it. If you feel like this about one person doing it, feel like that about somebody else on your side doing it too. Otherwise, you're just hiding behind your beliefs.
Apparently, Sean Combs is going to be sentenced in 10 days.
Did he?
Diddy, yeah, sorry, whatever his name is now. He could legitimately be sentenced to life, but I think he's going to plea out, or has pled out, and is going to get a year and a half. Which I had a question to ask you, and that is, if you're powerful, if you're rich, doesn't matter. You're never going to get actually held accountable for anything that you do.
Unless they really got you. I think that the barometer or the barrier, whatever you want to call it, is much higher.
Yeah.
The bar is much higher, but the justice system, you know this working in news, and I used to cover news, so I learned this too, is like the justice system is slow. But once it happens, it happens. Like, you might not go to trial for 7 years, but when you're guilty, you're going right to jail. So I think that once the wheels finally start turning, they do turn for just about everybody.
All right, let's get to some fun questions here. Would you rather have 6 toes or 6 fingers?
Well, I mean, probably 6 fingers, to be honest, because I would think that an extra finger would help you out with things. And if you had 6 toes, you'd probably have to buy special shoes. So purely from an economical standpoint, I would go with 6 fingers.
That's a good point. I was going to say 6 toes may allow you to run faster, but, that may not make any sense. So I'll go 6 fingers too.
Yeah, you got to think about it from an economy standpoint. Although but you don't spend nearly as much money on gloves as you do on shoes.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you're talking
do
to a guy.
Do they have 6-fingered gloves? Do you have to buy special gloves?
Yeah, if you have 6 fingers, of course you'd have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there are. They are sold on Etsy. They usually are specially made.
Etsy?
But yes, there are. Yeah.
You mean Etsy?
Whatever. I've never used it. Sorry. I'm not over there buying candles and minivans on the damn thing.
Temu?
I don't know what Temu is.
Jesus. What are you, a boomer?
No, I don't go on things like that.
I don't know what Temu is, and I'm gonna live in my house.
I still don't know. I mean, just because you're changing your voices doesn't mean it. Okay, now I know what it is.
I'm gonna live in my house.
What
Kansas.
is it?
Tell you what, it's
what
like
is Temu?
It's like the Asian version of Amazon, but they have everything. It's a knockoff, like it's third-hand things that you can get. Like, say you want a candle holder on Amazon that's $30, you can get one that's much cheaper made. That's probably going to be worth an nth of the value for $4.99 on Temu.
So you can buy like pieces of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you can It's the old question to me, man. I go back to the old question. What's more expensive, a $50 pair of boots or a $200 pair of boots?
Kind of like my grandpa used to say.
You don't know the answer, do you?
You can always husk that corn, but it doesn't mean that shoelace is going to become any softer.
Grandpa Shull had some good saying.
One more thing. I was at a funeral last week.
Okay.
R.I.P. Aunt Noreen. And walking through, you pay your respects and at the viewing, and family and friends are there. Well, I have an aunt who was there. Well, not my aunt. She's my dad's aunt, but I call her aunt regardless.
Oh, my God. This story.
She's like 95, right? I go to hug her, and as I'm hugging her, she goes, "I don't know who you are." Then she looks at my wife, and she goes, "Melissa, it's so good to see you." And I was like, "What the fuck, Juanita? Like, I've known you my entire life. You don't remember me, but you remember my wife." My wife's she won the week last week. She won the week. She
won. She destroyed you.
I clearly am just useless in life.
This is what happens when you have a minivan. Everybody, this is what I warned you about. This is what I warned you about going back as far as when you threw your back out and had to go to the emergency room while picking up dog poop. That your family was going to start seeing you as weak. That you needed to reestablish dominance, and you didn't do that. And now you're forgotten by your family. They walk all over you, buying minivans without even you knowing. This is what I told you was going to happen, and you did nothing about it.
You're right. I should have put my foot down, and here we are. So, can we get to the top 5? Get this over with. Fought
the biggest guy in the neighborhood, or done something. Lit a fire in your own house and then put it out. You've got to reestablish dominance in some way or some form.
No, I think every man out there listening to this that is married knows exactly what I'm going through. It's better just to go sometimes.
I don't.
Sure you don't.
Sure you don't. Minivan out in my street.
I just have a Hyundai Elantra.
Buy a car without. You had a Hyundai Elantra?
No, I'm talking about you. You seem like a kind of guy.
I have a Toyota Highlander and a Crosstrek, like every other single person in Seattle. When you move to Seattle, if you have a family, you're automatically issued a Crosstrek and a Toyota Highlander. That's how it works here. You ready for our top 5?
Yeah, please, for God's sakes.
So our top 5 is top 5 state names. Not saying the state is cool, just saying we like the name. The name of the state. John resides in Pussyville.
Population
corner of Not a Man Boulevard.
Are you done?
I just want to repeat that. John lives at the corner of Pussyville. Boulevard.
I think the whispering even gave it more of an effect.
It did a little bit, right?
All right,
I understand. You got to do what you got to do to keep happy wife.
My number 5
is sacrificing your dignity.
My number 5 is Idaho.
Why? Why Idaho? You just because I know why.
I just like
you're a child.
I just like saying it. Idaho.
I understand.
Idaho. 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 Idaho.
Rob, how proud are you on a scale of 1 to 10 about that right now?
I actually spent some time in trying to figure out this list, and this was the only one where I was like, it has to be on the list, but it can't be high. It has to be, 5 is perfect.
I understand why you would want Idaho. My number 5 is similar. Mississippi. I just love spelling it. Mississippi. Mississippi. I just love spelling the state name.
Cool story.
You're going to make fun of me, but you got Idaho?
Idaho. It's easy to spell. It's 5 letters. All right, my number 4 is Alaska.
Ooh. Why Alaska? That's an interesting one to me.
Just say it. Alaska. It's crisp. It's strong. It's the biggest state by far, even though we're going names only. It's a strong word to say, Alaska. I live in the United States in Alaska.
Okay. I feel that same way about a state that's actually my number one. It's not Alaska, but I feel that same way. That's like there's something about saying it. Arizona. I think that's a great name for a state. Arizona.
Okay. Why is that?
Just like the way it sounds, like Arizona. Also, I would make an argument that Arizona, while the number 4 state name, would be the number 1 name if you were naming a person after a state. Best state to name someone after is Arizona.
All right, my number 5, or 3, sorry, not 5. My number 3 is Montana.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything about Montana. I have a little bit higher on the list, but I agree. I like Montana.
Montana, man, tell you what.
That's not what people in Montana say.
Not at all.
Hawaii. Our most exotic sounding state name.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. I think it's actually Hawaii. I don't know how to say it.
Oh,
the right way.
Hawaii.
Definitely.
My next one, my number 2, Alabama.
What?
Alabama. I love it because it starts off
Bama.
normal and sends, Alabama. Bama.
Alabama.
It's just fun to say.
I mean, it's better than Kansas.
I mean, how many
Nebraska?
state names are fun to say? Like Florida, New York, Michigan, California, Alabama.
Alabama is a fun one to say. I'll give you that, right? Bama. Roll Tide. My number 2 is Rhode Island. Just if you never knew anything about Rhode Island, just imagine what a place called Rhode Island looks like.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. And also the only state with 2 words that isn't directional or just says new, right? It's the only state with 2 words that isn't just new or directional. That says a lot, I think.
That does say a lot. That's actually a good one.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's your number 1 going to be?
So my number 1, and I swear this isn't a homer pick. But I went with Kansas.
Did you really?
I did. For 2 reasons. One, it's simple, it's short, and if you want to really get, into it, it's the only word that has a bad word in it when you say it. Kansas. Gonna go to Kansas or Arkansas, but we're gonna say Kansas.
Did you know that growing up in Kansas, we actually learned that it was Arkansas?
Jesus Christ!
And so whenever people would say Arkansas, you'd be like, "What?
Damn,
you mean
really?
Arkansas?" Yeah, in Kansas, when I was growing up, people said Arkansas. They didn't say Arkansas. Because you also, where I grew up, also had the Arkansas River. It wasn't the Arkansas River, it was the Arkansas River.
I wonder how many people
It made no sense.
around the country say Arkansas. Being a Midwesterner, I've never heard that before.
I think it's only a Kansas thing. That people in Kansas say Arkansas.
We're going to go to
instead
Kansas.
Of Arkansas. Yeah. My number 1 is Montana.
Oof.
I think, yeah.
I thought your number 1 was going to be Texas.
No. Texas is like, somehow doesn't have the pop of Montana. Like Montana. Classic, crisp. I think that Montana is what people think. I think that Montana is what people from overseas think America is.
Really? I feel like they think it's like a, Kentucky.
Well, not anymore, but...
Yeah, no, not anymore.
What's your honorable mention there, Big Hoss?
Louisiana.
I thought about Louisiana.
I also put in Georgia, Kentucky, and I also put Texas in there as well, just because, I like for the most part, I like the shorter state names because it just sounds more like authoritarian-ish.
Yeah, it needs to kind of pop
Texas,
a little bit.
Alabama, but not Ohio, because fuck Ohio.
I agree. Ohio is one of the worst state names.
Yeah, in general.
I don't really have anything in my honorable mention. Because you can't put any of like the Norths or Souths or News in there. Because it's like,
No.
you couldn't even come up with like your own name. You just had to be North Dakota.
Like,
we're South Dakota.
Like, I thought about putting Maine on the list, but like Maine doesn't pop for being a short, a 5-letter state. Maine. Going to Maine.
Not like Montana.
I'm going to Oregon. Utah. I'm going
Oregon
to Alabama.
Yeah, it has to pop more. Oregon doesn't pop.
Nope.
Utah's not bad.
Going to Washington State. I'm going to Colorado.
Yeah, I know. We're the only state that has to have like to specify the fact that we're a state.
Because all that acetaminophen out there.
What?